Okay, let me finish getting set up. I just devoured some bell peppers, and I'm feeling great. I had to eat something though. It wasn't much, but it was something. So thank you for being patient. Let me get this bad boy set up. We're gonna be jumping in. I don't know if you heard earlier, but today on Game On, we are going to be jumping into the Sonic trailer first and foremost. Going to give my live reactions to that. I have not seen anything on it yet, so I am both stoked and terrified prior to looking. Then I'm going to give my top 3 favorite video game to movie crossovers, and then the worst 3 video game to movie crossovers. My rapid fire rant, and finishing off with Q&A like we always do. So let me wrap this up real quick, and then we will get started. Let's do this right here. Move this over here. Okay. Great. Okay. Let's not look at my email. Let's look at YouTube. So I have to see this trailer. We're going to jump right into the Sonic trailer. I don't know which one has created all the ruckus, but I have to see what Sonic trailer fixed. No, I don't want that. I don't want that yet. I want the one everyone freaked out about. That seems like the fixed one. Let's go here. Oh, God. Is that the guy? Is that Cyclops from X-Men?
Gotta go fast.
Minutes ago, an energy surge knocked out power across the entire Pacific Northwest. This needs someone who can figure out exactly
Great song.
what we're dealing with.
You're not suggesting who I think you're suggesting.
We have no choice.
Oh my God.
Are you in charge here?
Yes, I am.
Nope! Wrong. I'm in charge.
Allow me to clarify. In a sequentially ranked hierarchy based on level of critical importance, the disparity between us is too vast to quantify. Agent Stone?
The doctor thinks you're basic.
Listen, pal, I don't know if you realize who...
I'm sorry, Major. What was your name?
Benning...
Nobody cares.
I don't. Oh man, I like him.
Meow? Oh, come on.
Okay, pal, I want answers.
Basically, it looks like I'm gonna have to save your planet. Oh, is that all you got?
No, but thank you for asking.
Uh-oh.
Whatever this creature is, our job is to secure it, neutralize it, see what makes it tick.
The producers of Fast and Furious. Well, that was your first mistake. Unless it was the original. That's a different story.
Look at this. I took 9 million steps today.
Stay in there and be quiet.
How much longer? I can't breathe in here.
Do you have your child in that bag?
No. I mean, yes, it's a child, but it's not mine. It's not your child.
Smells like body spray in an old ham sandwich.
I don't know. I don't think that was that bad. Not good, but not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. I actually really like Jim Carrey. It looks like they have a pretty legitimate cast. 3 fairly big names. Jim Carrey probably being the biggest. You got Cyclops, and then you got that other dude that was recognizable. I honestly don't get all the outrage. Is Sonic good looking? No, I think they did better with Pikachu and the characters in Detective Pikachu, but I don't know. I think that might be making a, what, as they say, a mountain out of a molehill.
Take it back!
I don't think that was as bad as I was anticipating. Let's see this improved. Fixed? Wasn't it fixed? Let's do fixed. Sonic movie design to be fixed by Paramount Pictures.
At proflowers.com, you can get amazing
Let's
gifts
see this.
starting at just
I really didn't think that was that
$19.99.
bad.
So this
I
Mother's Day,
really
go to
didn't think that was. Let's see what this is.
When the trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog's live-action movie adaptation finally came out, it's safe to say that there were mixed reactions. A lot of people had positive comments such as the strong casting choice for Eggman, though the constant
solid
negativity
choice, I
surrounding
think.
the movie seemed to outweigh everything else. Despite some fans
Looks looks like a Who character from The Grinch.
Trash, there is one thing that's consistent between
I
the
could
two
see that
groups.
bit, Dan.
One
I could see
idea
that.
both sides have generally agreed on, and that's the horrific design of the iconic blue hedgehog. When a character is mostly known for only being animated in video games or cartoons, it can be pretty difficult to make the jump into reality. What exactly should
Okay. It's not horrible. I mean, this does sort of, let me put it over here. This does sort of look like it was not that bad. I don't know.
you keep in order to maintain the character's style? But more importantly, what do you take away or change that makes it believable to see the character in the real world? It's not easy, and the team behind the Sonic movie learns that with all the backlash for the Hedgehog's awful design. There were a bunch of little things that made it seem like the movie crew wasn't being faithful to all of Sonic's past appearances, like the eyes not being connected, or for some reason, him having perfectly normal human teeth.
Yeah, the
This
teeth thing is weird. The
disturbing.
teeth thing is weird.
Everyone online clearly expressed their thoughts and how this didn't look like the Sonic we all knew.
Now that is a good, I think this is the one that they aired. That's the one, I guess, the example of what it should look like. I definitely think this one looks better. I don't even think that's close.
And fans made recreations from the trailer to show what a good real-life Sonic would look
I will agree with that. That looks
You read the
much
title of this
better.
video, so how does the internet's complaints translate into an official fixing of the character design? Well, movie director Jeff Fowler posted a tweet revealing something that I doubt anyone saw coming. Thank you for your support and the criticism. The message is loud and clear. You aren't happy with the design and you want changes. It's going to happen. Everyone at Paramount and Sega are fully committed to making this character the best he can be.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop him right here. If he can make the character look like this, we're fine. Everybody's gonna be fine. It's okay. If all they really have to do, honestly, is listen to the people who aren't getting paid to design this guy, and do that. And everybody's gonna let it go because that is a perfect design right there. Now I can't see his teeth because he is not smiling, so they also have to fix that. But not okay. Short of the long, that was not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Not nearly as bad. Clearly not as good as it should be. We have a working model that's gonna work fine. I'm not worried about that. I think it's gonna be fine. Literally all they have to do is make that one, and we're good. Sonic's design was a thumbs down because it looks more like a kid in a Sonic costume. I mean, it wasn't good. I think for something to become so explosive on the internet, I was just anticipating horrific, and I don't know if horrific is the word I would use for that character. Poorly done. Poorly done was the original design. I don't know if I would say horrific, though. Definitely needs to be improved upon. They're doing the right thing, and they deserve credit for changing. Okay, so that's that. Let me get this switched over real quick, guys. That was not nearly as bad. Not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. So that's positive. Okie dokie. Now we're going to move on to the three epic fails of video game to movie crossover. No particular order, but the first three that came to my mind Okay, we're going to go talk about those. The first one was Assassin's Creed. I don't know if you guys saw the Assassin's Creed movie. Not good. Not good at all. About an hour and a half in, an hour in, I was bored. I was about to get out of my seat. And in contrast with Endgame, in Avengers Endgame, I wanted it to keep going. I wanted it to go 4 hours. I would have been fine with that. But the Assassin's Creed movie, if you haven't seen it, you probably have. Not good. One of my 3 worst video game to movie crossover mashups. BitDan says, to be fair, it's Sonic the Hedgehog fans we're talking about. They go crazy about everything. Anybody, like, I'm a huge fan of Kingdom Hearts. So, like, I graded the new Kingdom Hearts fairly hard. I get it. If that's, like, your thing, then you're going to be a little more cynical and a little more critical about it. Like, I understand that, but still, horrific. It seems like a stretch for me for the Sonic character.
At 6 p.m. yesterday evening.
So we're just going to watch a little bit of this trailer just in case any of the viewers haven't seen the Assassin's Creed movie.
You no longer exist.
What kind of prison is this?
It's not a prison. You're about to enter the Animus. What you're about to see, hear, and feel are the memories of your ancestor, who's been dead for 500 years.
What do you want from me?
Your past. Welcome to the Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah. I'm going to stop them right here. This was the biggest issue with the movie. If you haven't seen it, the reason why this makes my top 3 worst transitions from video game to movie crossover is because it doesn't do like anything in the past. A lot of the movie is based in the present, and it's about digging up some stuff in the past in order to work on stuff in the present. And to me, an Assassin's Creed game, its heart is in the past. It's not in the present. So we should have got a significantly more footage of this guy and not his predecessor that lives in the current day. I didn't like the road that they went on with this movie, which is why it makes my top 3 worst crossovers. Just so disappointing. I think the fact that it's Assassin's Creed 2, which raises the bar of expectation, is another reason why it made the top 3 list for me. So disappointing. I remember going to that movie, super hyped. Not a huge Assassin's Creed fan, not like ginormous, but I'm a fan. And that was just a bomb. And when I was in the theater, again, hour in, I'm like, is this over yet? Number 2 on my list, Prince of Persia. Now, the Prince of Persia movie, again, if you haven't seen it, we're going to watch just a little bit of the trailer. My biggest issue with now this is one of my favorite games growing up, the Prince of Persia series. This movie, you think it would be good. They had a good acting cast. Let's do this one. But throughout the entirety of the movie, I found myself disconnected from the characters. We'll watch here, and then I'll talk about it.
Have you wondered how you could have found such a treasure?
This is Jake Gyllenhaal, I think is his name. Good actor, but
I've seen its power with my own eyes. Releasing the sand turns back time. Only the holder of the dagger is aware of what's happened.
How did you do that?
Only the dagger can unlock the sands of time. And there are those who would use this power to destroy the world.
Time will erase everything.
also a good actor.
The only way to stop this Armageddon is for us to take the dagger to the secret Guardian Temple. We must take it there, Dastan.
You really enjoy telling me what to do, don't you?
Only because you're so good at following orders.
Yeah, don't press your luck. Assassins.
Yeah. Okay. So out of a few characters, like that love interest, which was okay in the movie, this mostly felt like a not as good version of The Mummy or Scorpion King. That's how I interpreted it when I was watching it. It was missing a heart, I guess. It was just a B minus Scorpion King, or The Mummy, or equal to The Mummy's like the third one and on, because the first two were great. But it didn't hit the mark for me on a franchise that was so beloved when I was growing up. That's why it makes my top 3. Just bothers me. Assassin's Creed actually probably bothers me more if I had to rank them. But still, yeah, not a good movie. Don't recommend seeing it. This one is number 1 on my list for most disappointing movies for a multitude of reasons, and that is Doom with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. In 2005. Oh my God, we gonna load or what? Okay. In 2005, this Doom is like up there for me. Like the franchise as a whole is one of my favorite, and this movie, and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's one of my favorite actors, and I think the combination of those two is why I was so heartbroken that this movie was not good. So let's take a look at this. If you haven't seen it, it is a little bit older.
At a distant research facility, the final 10% of the human genome has just been discovered, and with it, all hell has broken loose. Now, a call for help has gone out. Game time.
Even the guy's voice. Now, a call for help has gone out. Just
Listen up, man. We're going in hot.
It's missing heart.
If it breathes, kill it.
There's something coming up behind you. It's in the sewer.
What is that? We gotta go now.
Yeah, you didn't know because it was so bad, Bit Dan. Like, I know it's 2005 graphics, but holy crap, man. Like, hold on, let me finish.
Sir, are you okay?
Like, these characters don't even remind me of Doom, not even a little bit. Like, the premise is they found something in a lab, like they were talking about, some kind of human genome, and people were transforming into monsters. And so they go in, they send this team in to, like, isolate the situation and eradicate the threat. Okay, that's the idea of the movie. That has nothing to do with Doom. Like, it's so irrelevant. You have 3 really good actors in the movie. You have a title that is beloved. I love Doom. And that movie was hot garbage. I kind of want to see, just for fun, Doom movie Rotten Tomatoes. Like, I want to know how bad this was. That had no way. That's got to be a different movie. Dropping some frames. 1 second. One second. She's coming back. Okay. She's back. Okay, so this does not surprise me at all. 19%. So bad.
Take it back!
It hurts my heart how bad that movie was. Dan, I suggest you see it just so you know what I'm talking about. And I don't know where you can find it, but I'm sure the internet has some kind of loophole for you to get it. The worst. Just absolutely breaks my heart that movie was so horrific. So that's the third one on my list of the worst video game to movie crossovers. Honorable mention. I do have one honorable mention that did not make my list. I don't know if you are fighting game fans, but Dead or Alive, the movie, was horrible. This is like the D-League version of Charlie's Angels or something. I mean, it was just... Is this the trailer?
Cameron Todd Willingham, you are guilty.
No, that's not what I want. There we go. This, I just had to... Impact Pictures, VIP Media.
Welcome to you all.
Each of you has been individually selected because you represent the best fighting style in your specialized field.
They actually have some pretty higher named people in this.
Best fighter in the world.
Hey, this thing kind of reminds me of a disco.
And at the same time, pick up a $10 million prize.
In a vault on the island.
I want half.
Of course.
You're just worried this phony is making the moves in your dream, girl.
Dad, I already told you, I am done wrestling. I'm done being fake. I'm done.
Fights can happen anytime, any place.
Have you guys seen
against
Mortal
anyone.
Kombat?
I
felt like this was a really bad version of Mortal Kombat. Now, to be fair, when I watched Mortal Kombat, I was younger and loved it, so Mortal Kombat could be really bad, but
I wish I could go with you.
No.
it was so
My only
cheesy
goal
and
is to
so
find out what happened to my
poorly timed with its acting. I could not take it seriously. The whole time I was watching, I was dying. It was like Sharknado with boobs and ass. Like, it just...
Not now. I'm in my underwear.
Oh my God.
No, Dad, she's just another fighter.
Yeah, I can see that.
No. I mean, what?
We'll settle up tomorrow, sweetie.
DOA style. Bring it on.
So bad. So bad. So bad. So I want to put that as my honorable mention, guys. Let's move on to my top 3 video game to movie crossovers. I'm not in order, but one of them was Tomb Raider. Now, there's the original Tomb Raider with, Angelina Jolie. And then you have the newer Tomb Raider. I'm going to lump them all together. I'm not going to pick sides here. If you haven't, we'll go with Angelina Jolie. Go with this one from 2001, because to me, she's the original Tomb Raider. But this, I think they did this right. The original Tomb Raider movies, I thought the new one was pretty good too. But the original Tomb Raider movies, wow, this is so old. Were really good in my opinion. Damn, it's crazy to look at this now, because when I used to watch this, I was a kid. This can't be a trailer. Is this really a trailer?
No, Lara. The all-seeing eye.
Groomed by the elite.
Have you ever heard of the Clock of Ages?
It gives its possessor power of the people of the light. And trained.
I also think Angelina Jolie makes a pretty badass Lara Croft.
Try to kill me.
I'm not gonna kill you.
I said you'd try.
Yeah, man, I can't even tell you how many times I watched this movie. And I think they had 3 with Angelina Jolie. So yeah, that was 2001. Holy crap, man, I am so old. But yeah, that is a top 3 for me, for sure. So let's move on to another one. One of the better crossovers from video games to movies for me was Mortal Kombat. Now, I know a lot of people think that it was horrible, but I actually loved it. And again, like I said, maybe it's because I was a kid, same with Tomb Raider, but I thought that this 1995, oh my God, this is a must watch. If nothing else, for a laugh at the movie now.
In each of us, there burns the fury of a warrior. In every generation, a few are chosen to prove it.
You 3 will decide the outcome of the tournament.
3 strangers will travel to the mystical realm of Outworld to defend our people against Shang Tsung. You will die. And his forces of darkness.
Oh my God. 1995 graphics! Ah!
One more victory.
Your soul.
Oh, that's so bad.
And our world is theirs.
It has begun.
God, this song though. They need to redo this. They need to redo this with graphics that don't look like they came out of a cell phone. I mean, oh my God. It's hard to look back at that. But at the time, that was definitely one of my favorite movies. And I was not a Mortal Kombat video game fan. I just really loved that movie. Now, this last one, I think everybody, I hope everybody, has seen Super Mario Bros. If you haven't seen the Super Mario Bros. Movie trailer, if you haven't seen the Super Mario Bros. Movie, especially you, BitDan, because you're a Nintendo guy, I'm be really disappointed. Oh my God. It's so bad.
I got a feeling we're not in Brooklyn no more.
It's so bad, chat.
They're brothers. They're plumbers.
Have you seen it, BitDan?
They're on the trail of a kidnapped princess.
It's a classic, man, but oh my God, it is outdated.
That gives anyone who possesses it the power to rule the universe.
So the shoes, oh, I just missed it. I thought I timed it right. No, we're not gonna, no. There we go. These shoes right here are actually on display at the Frisco Video Game Museum, not too far from my house. So I got to see the originals. Yeah, if you're gonna call yourself a Nintendo fan, man, you got to know this movie. I mean, you got to. You can't be pulling I'm a Nintendo guy and not know this movie. I want to say it's the only Mario movie that they've made. Or I think they made a second one, but I'm pretty sure that they've only made those movies. So if you're a Nintendo guy, that's a must. And then rounding it out, my honorable mention is Resident Evil. So there's a bunch of Resident Evil movies. Everybody knows this right here. And the reason I didn't put it on my list is because I think a lot of them super underachieved. I think the plot of Resident Evil could be done so well. And it wasn't horrible. The movies are solid. They're good. But man, they could have done so much more with the Resident Evil movies. So much more. So I have it as an honorable mention because it's good, but it underachieved. BitDan says it's only the Mario movie and for good reason. It's the only Mario. No, man. No, if you're a Mario fan, you should want movies of Mario. You should want them to bring that to the big screen. You should want them to bring that to live action. Okay. Great. So now I'm going to move on. I am on a time crunch today, and we're 30 minutes in. I'm going to wrap this up with the movies we need. So the video game crossovers, 2 movies that we need right now. Okay? In no particular order. Number 1, God of War. We need a God of War movie. Holy freaking crap. That would be amazing. Number 2, Halo. I know we have some animated movies, but it's been a long time coming. Movio Studios, come on. Like, you know you're going to sell out a Halo movie. Just make it already. You know, people are going to go. Like, people are going to go see that movie no matter what. Just create it already. And the 3rd, God of War. The God of War franchise, or I'm sorry, Gears of War. The Gears of War franchise for me, I loved the characters. As I was playing the first game, I imagined that as a movie while I was playing it. And I see no reason why Gears of War also wouldn't be an amazing movie. Now, my fear, especially for Gears of War, is that it's going to turn into another Doom fiasco. And oh my God, I don't know if I can handle that, to be honest with you. I really hope they don't tank it. Honorable mention on movies we need, the BioShock series. I think it would be incredibly interesting to see how a movie studio does specifically the first 2 BioShocks. I want it underwater, that whole universe, that whole area. I would love to see how a movie studio creates that environment and how they are going to possibly do that. I don't know. I would love to see that crossover for sure. BitDan says, I do, but I'm worried about the fact that the upcoming Mario movie is being made by the people who created Despicable Me. There's an upcoming Mario movie?
Stop it!
Are you serious? Live action or animated? Hold on. We gotta look this up. Hold on. Upcoming Mario movie? Is this legit? Scrapped Super Mario Bros. Movie 5 months ago. BitDan, give me more information on this, man. Is it supposed to be animated or what? Because if it's from the creators of Despicable Me, I think it's gonna be animated, yeah? Super Mario Bros. The movie.
Try Happy Inside, a delicious cereal with the power of 3-in-1. Prebiotics, probiotics, and fiber.
This is a thing? This is a joke, right? Is this it? It is. This isn't footage from the movie, right? Okay. Thank God. Thank you, BitDan. I was about to say, that looks like trash. Do we not have a trailer for it? Let's do Super Mario Bros. Trailer. 2019. Yeah, let's do that. I didn't even know this is a thing. That's from Watermelon Movies. Is this legit? Is this the legit one? No, this can't be legit. No, this is... No, this is a bunch of random-ass other movies, clickbait. You suck. Okay, I don't think we have a trailer. It's not going to be out for a while, to be honest. Okay, it looks like... Well, then I don't know. It could be good. It could be good, BitDan. I don't know. We'll have to see, man. We'll have to see. Okay, I'm going to move on to my rapid-fire rant because I have to wrap up the show here in about 10 minutes.
And here comes the hot part, old buddy.
Today I want to talk about self-promotion. I have zero problem with people self-promoting on my Twitch, self-promoting on my Discord, self-promoting, tagging me on Twitter, self-promoting on it. I don't care, and here's why. There's enough to go around, you selfish SOBs. It's okay. It's okay if somebody says, hey, man, I'm trying to get my information out there too. I say, hell yeah, let's go on this ride together. There's enough resources, enough views, enough people, and enough content to go around. It's okay to self-promote. These streamers who have self-promotion as a violation, why am I talking on these streamers that have self-promotion as a violation for their inability to like be in chat if they talk about self-promotion, I think is ridiculous. I think it's comical. It's stupid because what you're saying is, I don't want you to be successful. I don't want you to get your name out. And to me, that goes against everything that I stand for. I want to help other people be successful. Helping other people be successful is a form of success for me, which is why I have my community. I see no reason why somebody can't self-promote on my Twitch, self-promote on my Discord, so on and so forth. You just have to be reasonable with it. You can't spam it, obviously. But it's dumb. How dare you talk about content that you're working hard on in my chat? That's ridiculous. That's stupid. It's dumb. I don't like it. And if you're ever around me or in any of my content arenas, feel free to talk about what you do. I want to know. I want to know what you do and if I can help or if I may know somebody that can help you, okay? So that's my rapid fire rant today. Self-promotion is A-okay, and if anybody else tells you otherwise, I think they're dumb. End of story.
Excellent.
Okay. Woosah. Woosah. Okay. All right, now I'm going to move on to the Q&A section. We do this at the end of every single show. I don't currently have any questions for the Q&A session. So BitDan, if you have any questions or if anybody else in chat has any questions right now, feel free to ask because I don't have any to answer at this moment. So I will give it about 30 seconds. And then if there's no questions, then we'll call it a day. We'll call it a show. And we'll move on. I will be on again tomorrow. So I will see. Count the clock. Chat, if you have any questions, feel free. Feel free. Nothing is off limits. Well, yeah, I mean, there are some things off limits. I reserve the right to say no to answering your question. Okay? But if it's a fair question and it's an appropriate question, I will answer it. Anything you want. Knock yourself out. I'll give it just a few more seconds. Anybody in chat? I love having 2 monitors. I love it. I want a third, though. Maybe even a fourth. I want the ones that go this way instead of this way. You know, that would be nice. Why you look so good? My mama made me this way. Is what it is. Is what it is.
Hello, cutie pie.
But thank you. Besides video games, what TV shows would you like to see get a movie? Ooh, what TV shows would I like to see get a movie? What TV shows would I like to see get a movie? Are we talking like a live action movie? That's tough. I haven't really ever thought about that. TV show to get a movie. Because I'm trying to think about the animated ones. Simpsons, Family Guy, Futurama. And I couldn't see myself liking live action versions of those shows, off the top of my head, I can't think of any TV shows that I'd like to see made into a movie. Mostly because I take it back. I finally got it. Sword Art Online. I'd love to see that turned into a movie. At least the concept of it. Now that we've had Ready Player One, which was good and similar, but I want to see Sword Art Online played out live action. Doesn't have to be the same characters, doesn't have to be the same universe, but the concept of being stuck in a game and if you die, that's it. I would love to see that done well. Because I think it's like a joke concept, being stuck in a video game. If you die, it's over. I think in terms of like the movie industry, that's a joke concept, which is sad, but I would love to see that. It doesn't have to be an animated show turned into a live action. Well, either way, I'm still going to go with, I would love to see the Sword Art Online concept turned into a live action movie that's done with care. Not just a bunch of crap on my screen. Don't Transformers me and just throw a bunch of green screen crap on my screen. Develop the characters, really care about it. Have I been watching Game of Thrones? Yes. It's one of the reasons why I have to get off here early. My bad, because I'm going to a watch party for Game of Thrones here in about 5 minutes. So that's why we're wrapping up the show a little bit early today. I love Game of Thrones. The most recent episode, the big fight, I'm not going to give anything away for spoiler reasons, but it was disappointing, but I don't think there's anything the writers and producers could have done about it, because there was just so much buildup that no matter what they did, it wasn't going to be good enough. That kind of thing, And so yeah, I mean, it was still good, but it wasn't what I wanted it to be, and I don't really know if they even could have given that to me. I think they did the best that they could. Good question. Good question. What about you guys? Best TV show you'd like to see into a movie? And have you guys been watching Game of Thrones? Any Game of Thrones fans? I'm a big fan. Big fan. But I would say it's the best non-sitcom TV show of all time. And I would stand by that. I think sitcom-wise, I probably have Friends #1. Office #2. Maybe How I Met Your Mother #3. And I think I'd do it that way. And then animated shows, South Park #1. Easy.
Excellent.
So good. South Park #1. I'd have Rick and Morty #2, but I think Rick and Morty can take the first spot eventually. I'd probably have Futurama #3. So that's how I'd rank my animated TV shows. Family Guy does not make the list. Simpsons does not make the list. No. Any other questions, chat? for our Q&A session of Game On. Any other questions for me? Remember, anything goes so long as it's appropriate, and I reserve the right to not answer your question. I will give it 15 seconds. I should put that on Jeopardy music. That's a good idea. Jeopardy music. I'll put this on while I wait for questions. No, this is an ad, so I do apologize.
Life's rich.
And
What do all these people have
seriously, a second ad? Any other questions, chat? Now is your time to ask. I will wait. Ten seconds, chat. 9, 8. And okay, that will conclude for today. But I do want to show you this last thing. This is a 10-hour, I don't know if you can see this, a 10-hour Jeopardy theme song. Why does this exist? Who made this? You monster. That is horrible. Oh my god. Okay. Okay. Oh, we got one more. Summer movie that you're most excited for. Dude, I don't even know what's coming out in the summer. So I wish I had an answer for you, but I don't. I know everyone's probably going to say Detective Pikachu. I am excited for that, but I have a feeling there's something else that's coming out that I'm going to be more excited for. So I will leave it at that. That is it. Thank you guys for coming. I will be on again tomorrow, probably at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. It really just depends. I'm having to deal with a lot of car stuff right now. I just got a new car and having to deal with getting it up and running and doing all that mumbo-jumbo paperwork stuff. And, of course, I have work. But I am shooting for 5 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow. And, of course, next week, every Sunday is Game On. As you can see. Oh, God, I always get it backwards right. Yeah. Godzilla King of the Monsters for me. I'm not so excited for that one, honestly. Not so excited, but I am glad that you are, my friend. All right, guys, that is it for me. I will see you tomorrow. Have fun watching Game of Thrones if you aren't already. Bye-bye.